Hello, Sp4zie. Big fan. I've just been at the gym, came out of the shower. I actually haven't fixed my hair. Let me do that. Oh shit, boyo! Whatever. It's just a fucking vlog. I mean, you guys see me in worse states. Get a little fro going. I like it. The awesome weather here in Stockholm proceeds to be very warm. So like 2 days ago, I ran down to the Chinese supermarket and I got a bunch of these fans, and they've turned out to be essential for me to even survive. Today we're doing wait, let me show you this first. You guys remember this guy, right? And his epic quest of reaching the floor. Look, he's almost there. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's just like a thing. You're almost there, buddy. Keep going. I think once he gets down there, I'm gonna need to do something, like either wrap him around the shelf or something, or maybe put him somewhere else. He's doing great for himself. This guy, on the other hand, has gotten some sort of infection. Probably have to cut off all the leaves and fucking start over. Today we're gonna do something that I've been wanting to do for a while. You guys know that I love cooking. I also love cocktails and drinks. And today I thought I'd show you my 3 favorite and go-to summer drinks that if you serve them to your friends at any event, they're not only gonna think you're like a beast master cocktail sensei, but they're also gonna love you for it. So let's just go right into it. Put you down there. Now the thing about making cocktails is you don't really need that much, and you don't need any expertise. Just like follow the recipes and you'll do great. And so let's just dive into it. We're gonna start with the first one. It's gonna be pretty basic. It is a take on the gin and tonic. It is a Hendricks with cucumber. Hendricks is a gin, which is, I guess, considered a little more premium. And let me just start off by saying, whenever you're told that something is a little more premium, please challenge yourself to trying it out. What I mean by that is try making this with just whatever gin you have at home. Just do that, try it, think about what it tastes like, if you like it. Then whenever you feel like you can afford it, or whenever you want to try it out, yeah, go and get this. And remember what the other tastes like. Really compare the differences and think for yourself if you like it or not. Because when something is like presented to us as like something premium, I think it's really important, because taste is so subjective, to just really think if it's good for you. Maybe you like your gin that you had at home, and then use that. Maybe it's even cheaper, go for it. With that being said, here's how you make it. And to start it off, we need cucumber. And you can do this however you'd like. I like to slice my cucumber this way to give it like long, nice stripes. I think it just looks really cool. It also gives it a lot of flavor. We're gonna put that in a glass filled with ice. And then we're gonna go in with the gin. About 4 to, I don't know, 6-7 liters, somewhere around that should do the trick. Gin and tonics are all about how you balance it. It depends on how strong you want it to be. Then I like to go in with just a little bit of lemon juice. You don't need it, but I really like it. We're gonna stir that a little bit just to mix them together. And then to top it off, we go in with a little bit of black pepper. This goes surprisingly well with like the cucumber and everything. Just try it out, I think you'll like it. And I actually like to present it just like this, and then I sort of put a nice little bottle of tonic on the side, and then the guests can sort of decide how much they want in there. And here again, I have a tonic from Fever Tree Premium Indian Tonic. Give me a sec. I mean, the most common thing you see here in Sweden is Schweppes. This is commonly used everywhere. And again, just try both if you can and see which one you like. For me, the taste sort of leans a little more towards this, but what I like the most is that this comes in such a nice little bottle. And I just really love to sort of present it. It gives it a more like luxurious feel to it when you give the cocktail to your guests. And so I go with this, but you know, try it and see if you like it. It's so refreshing. It's like the most refreshing gin and tonic you can ever have. And just a black pepper in there just to give it a little bit of ting. Moving on to drink number 2. And this here is a freaking classic. It is an Aperol Spritz, yeah! I know a lot of my friends have this sort of like, they feel that that drink is a little bit tacky, because you know, it's kind of like a touristy drink you get on a cruise or something like that. But to me, it's just summer. I can't deny it. It's like I don't drink it any other time. It's just a summery drink. I love the taste of it. And if you haven't had it, I think you'll do too. It's just so darn fresh and sort of fruity, and calls for orange. You need orange in there. And like with the other drinks, it's easy to make. Here's how you do it. Take a glass filled with ice. Ideally, you might want to crush your ice a little bit. I just didn't bother this time, but try it if you want. First, you want to get a nice orange wedge in there. And I also like to take my orange and just give a little bit of squeeze, give some orange juice in there. This is not traditional, but I really like it. It gives it a little more fruity, heavy vibe to it. I just love it. Then you go in with 3 parts Prosecco. You can really do with any sparkling wine, but Prosecco is my jam. And then you go in with 2 parts of Aperol, and then finally 1 part soda, or lightly sparkling water if you're wondering what it is. I have a soda stream that I use to sparkle water with, and if you do that, make sure you just Don't hit it too hard with that carbonation, because you don't want the bubblies to be like just exploding in your mouth. You want that sort of light touch to it. And that's like really all there's to it. Give it a little bit of stir and there's your drink. It's like summer in a glass. It's like the definition of a refreshener. It's so fresh. And to me, that extra bit of orange juice in there just does wonders. And I think tacky or not, oh look, they even have like the recipe here on the back of the bottle. That's convenient, good job. Tacky or not, it's kind of like with the word premium. Don't take their word for it, just try it. Do you like it? If the answer is yes, drink it. I'm a pragmatic man. Moving on to drink number 3. This drink is also simple, but out of the 3, I guess it might be the more complex one because it requires a shaker. This here is the old Cuban. It calls for rum. This rum. Well, not necessarily this rum. Ideally, you might want to go for even a darker rum than this. I just found that this Plantation Barbados rum, I just really like this rum. That's why I'm using it. If you want to be real fancy, first take your glass, fill it with some ice to let that cool. You can also put your glass in the freezer, anything like that. If you don't want to, don't bother, it's fine. Take a shaker, we're gonna get some good ice in there, and then we're gonna squeeze half a lime in there. I have one of those little pressers, they're affordable as well. You don't need them, you can squeeze them with your hands. Then we're gonna go in with about 25 milliliters of simple syrup. And what is that, you might ask? Well, I always have this in my fridge. This is basically water and sugar. 50% water, 50% sugar. Take like 5 deciliters of water, 5 deciliters of sugar, put it on the stove, bring it up to simmer, and when it's clear, you take it off, you let it cool, put it in one of these bottles, maybe get one of these little pipettes on top. Is that what we call it? Ponovich. And then you can have this in your fridge, it lasts for several weeks. I always have a little bit in my fridge because you never know, we're going to need to mix that cocktail, yo. Then it's time for the dark rum. You want about 6 centiliters in there, or maybe a little bit more. And then I'm gonna grab some mint. It's something that I almost always have at home as well. Grab a couple of fresh leaves and give them a good spank. This is to like release the aromas. Chuck them in there, and then we're gonna go in with some Aromatic Bitters. When I taste this on its own, it sort of has this, it has a little Christmassy vibe to it. It just gives the drink a little more depth in general, to sort of counter that tingy mint and lime flavor we got going on there. So again, a few drops in there, and then we close the lid and we'll give it a good shake. When you shake the cocktail, you partly dilute the drink with the water from the ice and you mix everything together, but you also chill the drink down. My favorite part. Then all you have to do is pour it into glass. My shaker has a little sieve on top. It's not that fine and I really don't mind. I think it's kind of neat when there's a little bit of lime and mint bits in there. I think it looks good. And then for the final touch, we go in with some Prosecco. Any sparkling wine works. You can go with champagne too, but I've tried both and I prefer Prosecco over champagne because it's a little bit lighter and you already have a nice mix of flavors in there. It's just my personal take. It's probably my favorite cocktail, period. It's got everything you want from a mojito, but it's just more elegant and a little lighter, but still no lacking in flavor. And the thing is, if you go a little darker rum, which you totally can, it's gonna look a little nicer. It's gonna get that sort of like amber touch. This one is a little more light greenish. I think it's just the fact that I'm such a fan of that rum that I'm sacrificing a little bit of presentation for it. One more sip. I'm not gonna get tipsy before streaming, but I need one more sip. It's kind of like a different mojito, right? It's got a lot of the same flavors, but I've just basically stopped making mojitos because the way you make this one with like simple syrup instead of, brown sugar gives it a more like light and very elegant flavor to it. And this is actually my like household drink. You can ask any of my friends. They know that if they're at my place, they can get an old Cuban, always. And I think they're fairly happy about it because everyone digs this drink. I've yet to see someone, maybe if you don't like mint, you won't enjoy it. But yeah, this is like the go-to drink for me. Give this one a go. In particular, if you're gonna try any of the 3. So there you have it, friends. Those are 3 summery, beautiful cocktails, easy to make. They're gonna kick ass at whatever event you decide to serve them. And as always, when it comes to alcohol, my friends, drink responsibly, okay? The Kappa face is tilted. I think it's because of the draft that I continuously need to have when I stream, because like I sweat balls. Where's my fan? It's another fan I bought. Before we end the vlog, we need a question of the day. Alright, let's take this one from Eneswilan. Sp4zie, I'm super curious if you'd ever do a Falcon Shield song again. I love the one you're in, and I want to know how it was doing a song with them. It was absolutely fantastic, let me tell you. It's really cool that you can sort of like, you might not even be on the same continent, but you can still make content together. And I think Falcon Shield is really a talented dude at that. He brings people together really neatly with like minimum communication because everyone is super busy. He manages to get that process done smoothly. Haven't haven't watched his channel in a while, so I don't know exactly what he's up to now, if he's still doing his stuff. Matter of fact, I haven't watched many League channels in general since I stopped playing, and it's been really good for me. And so to get to the answer, if I ever do it again, I would totally, if it was, I guess, about another game. I mean, I guess I could do it with League as well, but I feel kind of off. I feel kind of like I don't know what's going on in that game anymore, you know? I mean, I saw that there are mages bot lane now, and that Reckless is not playing because of it, and crazy stuff's happening. And meanwhile, I'm sitting here completely content with not playing the game. It's not like I hate it. It's not like I've gotten vendetta against it. It just feels great to play Bloodborne, for instance, on stream like we're doing. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to end the vlog right here because I need to prep for that. There's a boss that I've been throwing my head at. Chad's been laughing at me. I'm gonna kill it right now, or like when we go live at 4 p.m. Central European Summer Time. If you're watching this vlog, you can scoot over to my stream if you want. Post a little comment what you think about the drinks. If you do make the drinks, make sure you tweet them at me, at Sp4zie with a 4 instead of an A on Twitter. Take a picture. I look through all the tweets I'm getting. I also show some of them on stream. I love that I got this in my hand. It makes me firm. Like in a leader, but you listen to what I say. What I got to say is this. Click here to subscribe. Click here to watch the previous vlog where I go out on my little vacay to the Swedish countryside. It is so beautiful. And I also am shirtless. You should watch that. Everyone's talking about it. This has been Sp4zie, and a big fan, and I'm out. Okay, bye.